Hey, 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 beautiful heart, what's vibing today? Dr. Danae, the Awakening Doctor, here to do the Lightworker Starseed reading. I haven't done one of these in a while, so it is time. You know, as you guys have been hearing me say, we're going to have big energy, through the beginning of the year. So this is a real transformational time. I'm here to help educate you on how to use it to your highest advantage, how to use whatever situation you're in or whatever you're experiencing to move or shift from the negative into seeing the blessing or the gift through it, and how you can maneuver through your life through the pain, hurt, betrayal, past, self-sabotage, whatever it is. Everything comes down to energy and vibration, even the old traumas. So yeah, you hang out with me, you hang out on my videos or my channel, you're getting educated. And I love it because you guys are here for it. So, all right. I apologize, my shuffling is probably going to be a little funky today. I had a run-in with a knife yesterday, and it was determined to take a taste of me. So I missed it 2 times. On the third, I've actually got to put a bigger bandage on. So it's sliced pretty bad. It did not want to stop bleeding. Actually thought I was going to have to go get stitches, but I'm a bit hardcore. One, I don't like stitches. I don't want stitches. So I was just liquid bandaging it up, gluing that sucker back together. Yesterday it was really big. But anyways, moving on. So that's what's going on over here. The show must go on. All right. I love what we're starting out with releasing. This has been the topic and the theme coming into this full moon. Higher perspective, absolutely. And I'll get into each of these, guys. Reflective truth. Holy crap. These are absolutely perfect. This is really solidifying, validating, whatever word you want to use, the energy that has been coming up in the readings since last week. Huge transformational time. Yes, you are releasing a lot of old, dense energy. For those who don't know, I am the creator of Your Cells Are Listening. And it really is a lifestyle change type of program, because everything that you think and feel, especially about yourself, but and others as well, is written on your cellular level. And what happens when this goes on is the negative, denser energy thought forms that you have, think inner critic type thoughts, that gets stored on your DNA and it needs to play out. For those of you dealing with diseases is what I call them. Especially like autoimmune, but it doesn't just have to be those. Diseases all have their own vibration. They are of a lower vibration. And the power that we have is really in our words, our thoughts, and our feelings. So if you put your attention on a disease or an illness and you think about it, or your attention is there long enough that that's what you don't want, or how horrible it must be, blah, blah, blah. Be careful, because that will play out at some point. Those are your thoughts and feelings, and our cells store it. What happens is later on in life, these things start coming out. We start having these experiences. Why is that? Because we create with our thoughts, our words, and our feelings activate that. So, yeah, I also walked down that path. The lupus. Back in the early 90s, when I was working with IBM or working for IBM, I ended up, one of the ladies had to go out. She had lupus. I was like, what is that? And, you know, I really liked the lady, and she would call and we would talk and I'd listen and things like that. But I could feel myself like being in her shoes and empathizing. It's like, gosh, I don't want that. I don't want that. And then, I don't know, 12 years later, what have you, guess what manifested in my life? Lupus. So yeah, guys, just watch your thoughts, watch your words, because you get the thought first, then the feeling comes up. All right, I know I've been going over and over and over this since last week specifically, but you guys, we need to hear this over and over and over, repetition, until we assimilate it and make it real in our life. The only thing we're up against, we're not up against a devil or demons, or even dark energy, really. What we're up against is the human ego. The human ego is the place of limiting beliefs, limiting thoughts, the 5 human habits. That's also where duality lives, and thought forms become real. All right. So starting out with release, number 32, purification, spiritual cleansing, letting go. Release rarely comes at a time when you are overjoyed and happy and high vibing. Release usually, I say usually because there's always exceptions. Release usually comes during and after a very intense, painful, overwhelming, triggering time. You guys know I teach you triggers are your keys. Triggers let you know you have a limiting belief about yourself or life playing out. A trigger, the purpose behind it really isn't to keep you stuck. Yes, that's what it does, because when we get triggered, we have this automatic response and ways that we handle things that are from the ego, which will create more ego things. Higher perspective, 21, the cosmos awakening unity. Guys, there's another level of awakening happening. For those, no matter where you're at on the path, we're being called to level up and raise up. As we're doing that, there is a whole new set of people just starting to go through their great awakening. And you can remember back to that time, what it was like when you first started coming online, you start awakening. So as you're healing and progressing, you're going to notice people being attracted to your light. This is where you need to be careful with your own energy, because this is how, without us knowing or realizing what's going on, our energy drops when we're trying to help people, when we're in a phase that is meant for us. This phase right now is meant for you. This is meant for you to release, heal, look at things, and level up. Not so much to be pouring out into others right now. Life is a circle. Fill yourself up now, because in the near future, you will be called upon to help others, but you have to help yourself first. Number 31, reflective truth, identity, self-love, and acceptance. Reflect back. Ask yourself, where are you within this card? Where are you at right now on your path of reflecting? I've been talking about it every day, about approaching life and your situations from a reflective standpoint, not a reactionary standpoint. What does it mean to reflect? It means to not get emotionally involved with whatever's going on, and to detach a little bit, Look at it from a higher perspective, like a scientist studies a monkey. A scientist studying a monkey isn't standing there, taking his notes, watching the monkey getting emotionally attached to whatever the monkey is doing. In this situation, we're going to call the monkey your different circumstances. And monkey circumstances are ego circumstances. They come from those 5 human habits: judgment, guilt, condemnation, blame, shame, and gossip. This is really being self-aware, self-responsible, and just stepping back and going, okay, let me just reflect on this. Why did this trigger me? Or why did I react that way? But not building a story or attaching a story to whatever you're reflecting on. It's literally just studying it. You're not trying to create an outcome. You're not even thinking about an outcome. This is literally just looking at what is going on reflectively. All right, so that's the overall energy. Yes, it's big. Yes, we are shifting the energy. You could probably notice 2 different energies at play right now. 5 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and the Moon. Yeah. For those of you that this is resonating with, this 5 of Swords energy, betrayal, backstab, right to the heart, confusion, all of this. I like that it's in reverse because this is telling me you've been working on this, chipping it away. Remember I said, inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard, it gets hard. This is what it looks like, inch by inch. It gains momentum. But you've really worked through this. These swords are not affecting you the way they have. This is clearing the path. I feel like some of you are very uneasy right now. Not saying, just uneasy. Not good or bad. But you're uneasy. You can't really see where you're going or what's coming. And that, when we're in that energy, Altered Ego really loves to mess with us. Really get us back in our mind thinking. Stay out of that. Stand in your truth because look, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. This is a material type of award with whether it's money, items, things, whatever. This is God basically saying, you know what? Hey, you've put in the work. You've done the clearing. You have been facing your karma. Now it's time for you to reap a harvest. Not all harvests are going to be the harvest of the year. Sometimes it's a little bit like pruning a rose bush, but you got to do it so that the roses come back even more deeper, more fragrance, all of that. With the moon card, this is saying, yeah, you can't see what's coming. You're feeling it, you're sensing it, you're tasting it. And in that, yes, you're excited, but you're also having to deal with that excitement of the unknown, which makes Altered Ego lose its shit, basically. And it'll try all kinds of different tactics for you. All right, yep. Yeah, so over this full moon, a lot of energy or dialogue can be coming up, situations can be coming up that look like the past, looks like challenges, conflict, arguments, chaos, things. This 5 of Wands for me right now is really bringing up like this bottled energy that you have inside that needs to be released. Release all the stories. Just hand it over. When you hand it over and you don't take it back, that's going on record and saying to the universe, you know what? I'm taking my hands off of this. Because when I get involved and I try, and I'm talking about the little I, the little ego that we all have, when I try to do it from this, or when I try to think or talk my way out of this, around this, into this, I end up putting myself back in the old cycle, going backwards, full speed, not even realizing it. Hang on in there. Yes, you may want to take a time out. You may be like, okay, that was intense to get out of. I'm out of it. I'm just going to rest right now. I'll settle for this. Things are good. No. Don't settle. You're not meant to build a hotel where you're at right now. You're meant to move through this. Release things as you go. The freedom that comes with that at a cellular level does your body good. This is how you heal your body. Yes, absolutely, you can heal your body. You do that by changing your mindset, changing what you're thinking and feeling and speaking. When all evidence is against you that it's going to happen, that's when you stand and you know. The Ace of Pentacles, that's the reward for going through that. So yeah, this is big energy. I really like it for you. You know you're not alone. You've got your guides with you. You really are being guided. So since this is my Lightworkers Starseed reading, you guys are more evolved and aware. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, and grace. Where I completely just lost my train of thought, so. Love, praise, and gratitude, glory, and grace. Meditate and contemplate. Absolutely. If you're in this energy where you really kind of like want to share your story, your struggles, whatever's going on with somebody, I'm encouraging you not to pull that in. Meditate and contemplate. And I'm talking about that urge where you want to tell people what your plans are, what ideas or aha moments you've had, things like that. Now is not the time to share that. Those are your pearls. Those are your golden goodies. And when we get them, we're meant to marinate with them, sit with them, not share them, not speak outside of ourselves to anybody about them. Because when we do, we are opening ourselves up to other people's energy. And you guys could reflect on all of this. Like I said, you guys are more evolved. You could look back in your own life and see when you were triggered or you reacted, lost your shit, whatever, how that's a boomerang and it came right back into your life. This is you saying, nope, I'm doing new ways, new things, new ways. It's scary. I can't really see what I'm doing or where I'm going. I just know that I know major change is coming. Hold on to that. Have faith in your dreams. Hold that dream close to your heart. Don't share it right now. The time to share is when you have actualized this in your life. Right now, keep it as a beautiful pearl that nobody else can touch or see right now. Why? Prosperity lies ahead. This is big prosperity. This isn't, I got an unexpected $5,000 check or deposit, whatever. No, that's small. That's pea size compared to what is trying to get to you. Remember, what you desire wants you as well. The only thing standing in your way from it actually materializing in your life right now is your thoughts and your limiting beliefs, your words and your feelings. Keep going. You're working on it. You are making progress big time. For some of you, I know it may not feel like it. Some of you, because I could feel this inner dialogue, somebody is beating themselves up, thinking or saying, feeling you should be farther along. You know, why is all this happening to me? It feels like I'm losing everything. You're not. You are literally releasing what no longer serves you. We get attached to things out of our own trauma, even things that hinder us. That's what needs to be released. All right. The angel cards are saying harmony and resolution. Yep. That's what's coming in. But it can't come in until you release the denser energy. Honesty and communication. Honesty with yourself. Communicating with yourself. That inner dialogue. Speaking only compassionately. Not sitting there tearing yourself up. You know, early on in this awakening journey for me, doing mirror work was hard. There was a lot of resistance around it. So you may resonate with that. You may feel that as well. I want to tell you that mirror work was the most beneficial. It was difficult to start. It was difficult to maintain. But once I started breaking through and speaking my truths to my body where I hadn't been speaking my truths, I was very mean internally to myself. When I changed that up, literally, my outside world started to change. The anxiety dissipated, the worry dissipated, the fear dissipated. Doesn't mean there weren't times, and even now, that I have to be my own cheerleader and watch myself. Altered egos always looking to, steal the keys to the Lamborghini and drive off. It loves to be the driver. So keep doing what you're doing. Hang on in there. Meditate and contemplate. Meditate is not bringing all your worries, cares, wants, needs to the divine. Not at all. Meditation is stilling the mind so that you can hear God speak to you. Soul speak to you. It's not a time to bring your laundry list. If you're bringing your laundry list to meditation, or you start meditating and then next thing you know, you're focused on all the problems and issues and what you need solved, and you find yourself telling the divine how to do this, stop. That is altered ego. Because number one, source, God, the divine, whatever words you resonate with, it already knows what you need. You do not need to go and waste time in that energy of begging or asking for what you need. That is a limiting belief that has kept many of us stuck. It's a lot of old dogma. We have religion in our background. We were not taught the truth about prayer, the truth about God. And this is part of all that stuff that you are releasing. All right, beautiful. I hope this helped in some way. Remember, I will never, ever, ever in the history of never reach out to you via DM, comment, smoke signal, whatever, asking you to contact me, or I have a message for you, or offering my services. I don't do that. If somebody impersonating me does that, you have been warned. You should know it is not me. Do not fall prey to the scammers, all right? There are a few spots left for the insight reading special for the full moon, hop over to my website to grab one of those spots before they are gone. All right, you guys, as always, I am sending you oceans and oceans of love from my heart to yours. Bye-bye.